Parshas Noach. All the Balei Medrash, all the people who are Darshanim, have said this numerous times. Everything has to have mazel, even as Sefer Torah B'Hechel has to have mazel. The mazel about Chumash is that the first pasuk in every parsha has got millions of midrashim, and the last pasukim in the parsha Nebuch are sort of forgotten. So in Parshas Noach, guess who we're going to talk about? Not what you expected. We're going to talk about Avram Avinu. Avram Avinu. And it says here, at the very end of the parsha, that Avram Avinu comes from Terach. Terach, Hoyled is Avram, as Noach, as Haran. Who is this Haran guy? Who is this Haran guy? Haran was Avram Avinu's brother. Okay? And it says here, Vayomos Terach b'Haran. It also mentions, I can't find it in Rashi now, but I will find it, that Haran died in Ur Kasdim. It's a medrash. Oh, here it is, right here. Chav Ches. Vayomos Haran al pnei Terach Aviv. There you go. And it's a Rashi. And Rashi says that Haran died before his father died. Why? Why? Another question. One of our famous stories about Avram Avinu is Ur Kasdim. Where is that in the Torah? Ain't nowhere in the Torah. It's in this Rashi. It's in the end of Noach. Avram Avinu would not bow down to Nimrod, Russia, Yamach Shemo. So Nimrod said, I'm throwing you into the fire. But as he was going into the fire and he was being saved, they asked Haran, who are you with? Are you with Nimrod or are you with Avram? He said, let me see what happens. He said, Avram was saved. He says, I'm with Avram. And they threw him into the fire and he wasn't saved. As he was doing Shalei Lishma, Avram Avinu did it Lishma. So the whole Ur Kasdim medrash, upon which we start our whole narrative of Avram Avinu, who he was and what he represented, which was Mesiras Nefesh and Kiddushem Shemayim, is not in Rashi at the end of Noach, not in Lech Lecha, certainly not in Vayerach HaYisora. So now we know who Avram is. Thank you, Rashi, and thank you, the pasuk. Rashi is explaining the pasuk, of course, but it's buried here. It's buried here for a very simple reason. Every nation in the world glories itself on its independence. July 4th, French have their day, July 14th. The Mexicans have their guy, what's his name, the Spanish guy that was a revolutionary hero, Jose Di Martin. I remember that well, good memory. Every nation, even the Russians, Yamach Shemam, even the Ukrainians, certainly the French, everybody is always proud of their heritage, of their independence and their Bastille Day. They're starting out as great nations. And what do? We start out with, in the Haggadah, Maschilin Bignus, Saim B'Shvach. So we say, we started out little. We never claim our independence. We say, Kadosh Baruch Hu took us out of Mitzrayim. No one else. Kadosh Baruch Hu is the one who's responsible for our independence, not us. In exactly the same way, Avram Avinu's great, brilliant, fantastic Mesiras Nefesh to start off our history as a nation is also buried and is very, very hidden. We have to go and uncover it and search for it. Like everything else in this world, MS is hidden, Sheker is all over the place. Our MS is buried there. We have to look for it, and when we look for it, actually we'll appreciate it more because we have to put in the effort to find it. Avram Avinu's glorious beginning is hidden at the end of Parshas Noach. Hidden at the end of the Parsha, where nobody is looking over there. Everybody's looking how wonderful Noach is. And yet Avram Avinu surpassed him in so many ways. We're not Bnei Noach. We're Bnei Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. And Mitzvah Hashem, that's chus, maybe be Zoichet to be a Tzedek, Amen.
Amen.